Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, October 10th. This is week 1 of a mini cut I started last Friday, so I figured I would do a full day of eating to kind of show you guys how I adjust my nutrition in terms of cutting and also how to structure your meals pre and post workout because today is a training day, but I figured I would start off showing you the supplements that I take in the morning, so let's get into it. Okay, so every morning I take hair, skin, and nails from First Form. I take a probiotic. I take K2 and D3. I did a video over these. If you go back to one of my supplements videos, I talk about these too. Basically, they work together to keep your arteries soft and your bones hard, not the other way around. So those are all the vitamins that I take. Then I take apple cider vinegar, which, pro tip, mix it with sparkling ice, and it's so much better. So I just pick up a couple of those at the store to use throughout the week, and then I will also take my Opti Greens from First Form. Okay, so if you've been with me for a while or you keep up with me, you know that I eat my freaking Vans Power Grain waffles every day. Get the Power Grains. They're freaking dank. They're only 13 carbs each, so I will eat them every day for the rest of my life. If you get the normal Vans waffles, they're trash, okay? Blueberry, I don't know, haven't had it. Power Grains is where it's at. Get the freaking Power Grains. So anyway, first meal is going to be 2 of these Vans Power Grain waffles. I have some Walden Farm syrup over the top, and then I have egg whites with just salt and pepper on them. I've been really liking that lately, plus I need to go to the store because I bought groceries last week before I knew I was going to be mini cutting, so I have a lot of ground beef, which is higher fat content, and I don't have any like chicken or turkey, so my zero fat protein source has been egg whites lately, and I've really been enjoying them. So there's that. Also, these are the hair, skin, and nails vitamins. I take them with my food because I can only swallow so many pills and then I start to get freaked out. So my limit is like the probiotic, the D3, and the K2. And then I take these with my food. And then this is my Soul CBD oil. I will have a link below if you want to snag some up, but I just take the peppermint 500 milligrams. I take half a dropper for my anxiety every day. I talked about this on my anxiety video, so if you didn't see that, go check it out. And then, of course, my greens. So this is meal number 1. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I like to make myself lattes in the morning. Sometimes just coffee. Depends what I'm feeling. But I usually pick up this cold brew from Trader Joe's. I put some almond milk in there and then some stevia and some ice. And it is my nice little treat to get the morning going. So I'll show you the finished product. And there we have it. I love this little reusable Starbucks cup. It is like my new obsession. It was only a few dollars in store, so go green, go home, save the turtles. It's a nice little thing. It's the little things, you know? So I will catch you after class. Okay, so I'm back from class now, so my next meal is going to be my pre-workout meal, which is going to be 3 of these street tacos. They're only 13 carbs per tortilla, so that's dope. And then I always spread a Laughing Cow on all 3 of them. Literally game changer for your tacos. Then I put 96.4 ground beef, and I only have a little bit left, so I'm cooking some more, and I figured I would show you how I like to cook my ground beef. So that's just 96.4 from Trader Joe's, and then I use the Trader Joe's taco seasoning. And I don't ever use like the whole thing. I just kind of, you know, just kind of sprinkle it in there, whatever. So I will show you the finished product when it's all done. Alright, so I have the tacos all ready. I am going to go ahead and add some of this Trader Joe's Green Dragon sauce. This is 0 calories. It's pretty spicy, so I don't put very much because I'm kind of a little sissy. So there's that. So what I usually do every time I eat, because I don't have a dining room table, I live in a studio apartment, I don't need a table, I just eat at my desk all the time. But when I eat, I watch YouTube, and that's when that's all I have to say. That's when I catch up on YouTube. So first I want to talk about why this is my pre-workout meal and kind of tips for structuring your meals around your workout. So ideally, pre and post-workout, you're going to want a decent amount of carbs, some protein, and minimal fats. This is because carbs, the way that our physiology works, it's easiest for our body to process carbs and turn them into energy. Like, we can turn carbs into energy quicker than fats or protein. And so, you know, before your workout, you're going to want to feed yourself up with some carbs. That way they can sustain you throughout your whole workout. And then post-workout, you are going to want the protein and the carbs again. that are fast digesting. So you're going to want a simple carb as opposed to a complex carb. Simple carbs are things like white rice. You can look up a list of the differences between simple and complex carbs. Complex carbs are things like sweet potatoes, brown rice, things that are slower digesting. But like I said, post-workout, you want something that is fast digesting so you can start the recovery process ASAP. And by taking in a protein with a carb, those nutrients are going to get to your muscle cells quicker because the carb attaches to the protein and the protein shuttles everything into your muscle cells. I'm not going to get into like the science of it because one, you guys probably don't care, but two, it's very complex. So if you're interested in all of that, I would just recommend doing your own research, but that's why you will see pre and post workout meals have a lot of carbs depending on your macros and some protein. Fats are kept to a minimum peri-workout because fats slow digestion. So I typically try to keep fats away from my workout, but like I said in the beginning of this video, maybe, I don't remember, I bought all this food last week before I knew I was mini cutting, so I have 96.4 ground beef right now, which is, it's not a super fatty meat, but it has some fat in it, obviously, so that's the only reason that I have fat in this meal, because I need to use it up. But tomorrow when I go to the grocery store, I'm going to buy chicken and lean ground turkey, because those are less fatty, and my fats have gone down, so that is the deal for now. I think that was like the quick little tips I wanted to give you on peri-workout nutrition because it is important. Also, as an aside, if you have been with me for a little while, over the summer I developed, it's called reactive hypoglycemia, and that just means like about 2 hours after I would eat, my blood sugar would just tank, and that's because I was reverse dieting, so I was adding in more carbs and my body just wasn't used to it. It was a temporary thing, I'm fine now, but when I did do that, or when I did have those symptoms, I would incorporate fat post-workout so it would slow the digestion of those carbs. That way all those carbs weren't like shuttled into my body all at once and my body like freaked out, dumped a bunch of insulin, and then my blood sugar just tanked. Like, that was not a good time. So I will say that is one situation where you would want fats, a decent amount of fats with every meal, so you can keep like a steady stream of nutrients and slowly digest as opposed to spiking and crashing. But if that doesn't pertain to you, then just ignore everything I said. So I'm gonna eat this now, and then I will show you what I am bringing with me to the gym in terms of intro workout drink and then my post-workout meal, because my gym is about 25 minutes away, and every minute that you don't eat after your workout is a wasted opportunity to start recovery. So that is the biggest key, is just getting some nutrients in you ASAP as soon as you're done lifting. So I'll show you that in the next clip. Okay, so here I have everything lined up for intro workout and post workout. So what I take, everything is from First Form, obviously. First thing that I put in my shaker cup as I am working out, or I will drink this while I'm working out, is first BCAAs. I have the apple juice flavor. I got lemonade for years and I just decided to try a new flavor. Apple juice, so good, makes you so nostalgic. And then I put creatine and glutamine all in here as well. And then post-workout, I will take Formula 1. This is chocolate mint cookie. This is a quick digesting protein as opposed to the level 1, which is more of a meal replacement, which, by the way, if you haven't gotten the pumpkin spice latte yet, freaking get it. It's so good. And then for my carb post-workout, I just have some Reese's Puffs because this is a quick digesting carb, so simple carb. And like I said, my gym is like 25 minutes away, so I don't really have many options when I'm trying to eat quickly right after I work out. Plus, like, you know, cereal's good. And my coach, like, he kind of has a little rule where he's like, if you're gonna do cereal, keep it to post-workout. And I'm like, don't have to tell me twice. So yeah, that is the plan for now. It is time to go hit legs and cardio, and I will catch you on the flip side. Pray for me. Alright, so made it back from the gym. I'm going to eat again, even though I just ate on the way home, because what I ate on the way home was my shake and that cereal, and that just wasn't like a ton of food. And like I said, recovery is key, and eating as soon as you can after training is key. So that is my next meal, and I just have some jasmine rice with ground beef, and then I put sea salt over the top of it because I sea salt all my meals. Don't be afraid of sea salt. It has your electrolytes. Athletes need even more electrolytes than the average person. So when I was on prep, I sea salted every single meal, and I just kind of got in the habit of doing that. So I still do that, even though it doesn't matter as much in the off season, but I still do it. And usually I would put soy sauce on there. I just use this less sodium, lower sodium soy sauce because it's 0 calories pretty much. But I'm not going to do it today because I'm wondering if it's been upsetting my stomach, because I used to put mushrooms with this and then it kind of bugged me, and sometimes I put a whole egg with it and it still kind of bugged me. And so the last thing to remove is the soy sauce. So I'm going to see how it goes. I'll let you know when I eat again. But I have 2 other like meals slash snacks. I just call them all meals because whatever, that's easier. But if your definition of meal is like a giant plate full of food, then they're not going to be meals. But yeah, this is going to be meal 4. So I usually eat 6 times a day. Especially on days that I train, just because, like I just explained on my way home, I had like that small meal and then I want to get this in so I can start recovery because it was leg day and we had cardio. So yo girl needs to recover, and plus who doesn't love eating frequently, okay? That's why I like to eat 6 times a day. I'd rather eat small meals more frequently than like 3 giant meals, just because smaller meals are easier on digestion within reason though. If you're somebody who's eating like 8 times a day, like old school bodybuilders, your digestive tract is never getting a break, and that's not that good. But if you can keep it within a range of 4 to 6 meals, I would say that's more beneficial, because it's kind of keeping everything consistent and stable within your body all day, like your blood sugar, like I was talking about earlier. So I just like to do that. Plus my hunger cues when I'm cutting, they're a little aggressive. I mean, especially when I was on prep, I found out real quick that I needed to eat like every 3 hours or so. Right now I don't really feel this deficit that much yet. Plus I'm not that hungry in the mornings these days. I don't know. I'm sure next time I prep and I get really deep into it, I'll be hungry in the mornings. So I used to eat at like breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, night snack. But now I don't really have that mid-morning snack anymore, just because I don't want it. And I only have class in the morning, so it's easy enough for me to just come back home for lunch. I live like 4 minutes from the law school, and it's just easier that way. So that was a long rant about meal timing, but this video is not only a full day of eating, it's tips on how to structure your meals and all of that good stuff. So hopefully that was helpful, and I will catch you in the next clip. Okay, meal number 5 is going to be some more egg whites with salt and pepper on them, like I had this morning, and then some sweet potatoes, and then I have 1 meal left at the end of the night. Which, sorry for the lighting, it's atrocious. This is what I get for living in a studio apartment. I'm going to show you what I'm going to end my night with. And this is what I have every single night. First is a Chobani Flip. But the thing with this one is it's chocolate haze craze. They're all pretty good. I like peanut butter dream and salted caramel crunch, I think. They all have fun names. Butter crunch blast is good. The mint cookie one is good. They're all pretty good, but peanut butter dream, it's up there. So I never had the chocolate haze craze, and I got hooked on these within the last month when I wasn't tracking. So I didn't pay attention to the macros when I bought these, and they're all usually like anywhere from like 4 to 7 fat, and then like 20 to 25 carb, and like 12 protein. This one, the only one I had left, because I buy like just enough to get me to my next grocery trip, which I'm going to the store tomorrow. This one has 10 fat. Okay, I don't like that, because right now my fats are at 40. So this is literally 1/4 of my fats. And I didn't realize that when I bought it, so I won't be buying this one again until I'm bulking again. But that's the beauty of macros, you can make things fit. So I just kind of structured the rest of my day around this. And I will say, just as an aside or as a tip, if you know there is something that you want at night as like your night snack before you go to bed, you gotta have it. That's me. I got a sweet tooth. Put this in MyFitnessPal first. That way it's already accounted for and you can just structure the rest of your day around it. And then I also am going to be having these strawberries. I just have a few left. That's been my jam every single night for like the last month, is a Chobani Flip and strawberries. So that will be my meal number 6, my final meal. But I also wanted to give like a very random tip. Let me put this stuff away. Okay, again, sorry about the lighting. I really want to buy a ring light. Maybe I'll do that. Since, you know, winter's coming and the sun sets so early. But I have a diet tip for you that does not involve food. And I did this, not throughout my entire prep, but definitely like the last half. Right now, I don't really need to do this because like I said, I don't feel this deficit. I'm not like super hungry yet. Like it's not to the point where I'm like dying. Plus, I've been through this process a few times, so it gets relatively easier with every time. But if you're on a diet for the first time or you're having terrible cravings and like you've already burned through your macros, first of all, time your meals adequately. As you can tell, I like to put more of my calories later in the day. Part of that is because I'm not hungry in the mornings, but I think it's because my body's gotten used to that. But that way at night, I'm not just like dying, just like so hungry and just like can't go to sleep because I'm hungry. So at the end of for like the last half of my prep, I would whiten my teeth every night after my last meal. So obviously you can buy like Crest white strips and like those are fine. They're just kind of expensive to keep using. So if you go on Amazon, you can buy this teeth whitening gel. You can get like 2 or 3 syringes of it. It's like very affordable. If I remember correctly, it was like $20 or $30. So you want the 44% dental professional strength. This is what it looks like. And it will come with trays that you can like mold to your teeth, but they're really janky, okay? Like this was $20 or $30. They're not gonna fit your teeth. You gotta like hold them in boiling water. Like that's safe, right? And then like bite on them. No. Throw those away. What we do is I literally take saran wrap and I take scissors and I cut out 2 strips and I will squeeze this onto a Q-tip, put it on my teeth so the gel is on my teeth, and I'm holding it right there, you know? And then I take this saran wrap, like one of the strips, and I like adhere it to my teeth and then I fold it under or behind my teeth on the top and the bottom, and I just keep that on there for about an hour at night. Usually by the end of the night I'm like winding down, I'm watching Netflix or whatever, which by the way I'm binge watching Scandal, so I usually keep the strip on for an episode, and then you go in the bathroom and you take them off and it's kind of gross because it's gel, but then you just brush your teeth and you got some white teeth. So yeah, that's like, I don't know why I ever started doing that. I think I just in my head was like, I'm on to something, and like now I really think I'm on to something, so I figured I would share it with you. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So I just want to say thank you for watching. If you watched until now, I am taking all my good vibes. I'm sending them your way. I appreciate you so much. If you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, that would be dope, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!
Take a look past our innocence.